Coach.
Okay, for an exhibition game, for the tune-up, this is what we wanted. I thought we got a lot of things accomplished. We got to play everybody, got to play the freshmen together. Their first 4 minutes playing together on the college level was pretty ugly. So I wanted to see that. That was great. And we got some great film to look at. We were pretty bad on offense the first 5 or 6 minutes because we were bigger, stronger, and more athletic. And that we got some runouts. A guy that was 9-2, but our offense was bad. And I thought that Xavier and our upperclassmen did a great job of getting us to play the way we needed to play. And I thought for a period there in the first half, the ball moved, players moved, the ball got into the post X, and we got to see some really good things. So as a whole, it was great to see Babatunde get some minutes. You can see what his future looks like. I think he's got a great future for us. It's not right now, but it's a pretty good future. To have a guy that size with that kind of body, as he grows, he hasn't played very long, and as he grows, he's going to be a force in the Horizon League. So I think we saw a little bit of our future, and I think in the first half we saw our present, and so a lot of good things happened.
Start with questions for the student athletes first.
What can you guys both take away from an exhibition game like this?
I think one of the things we can take away is definitely the film. Just getting better and getting prepared for Toledo coming in Friday. I think that a second game, I think one of the things we were just focused on is us and our offense, playing our defense to the best of our abilities, just knocking off the rust and fine-tuning things.
Just like X said, I think getting in here tomorrow, watching film is going to be very important for us. So we can just come here, learn from the film, learn from our mistakes, and we can get prepared for Toledo on Friday. And
Actually, we're 5 of 10 from 3 for the exhibition season. That's something that's added to the repertoire.
Yeah, that's something I've really been trying to work on. So just gotta keep getting in the gym, keep working on the overall game, and just keep working hard and trying to make those shots. Because I know as the season goes on, it can be a help to the team. So just trying to keep getting in the gym, trying to keep knocking down shots, and trying to help the team overall.
Kamari, with the red shirt last year, you got 2 games under your belt as a Golden Grizzly. How's it feel to drop 16 tonight and kind of contribute out there?
It feels pretty good. Sitting off last year was kind of tough. My first year, not really being able to play basketball, and that was kind of tough. So the first 2 games, I think, still trying to get my feel a little bit, still trying to get the pace of the game down. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, thanks, guys. All right, open up to questions for Coach.
Coach, your overall pros and cons from the exhibition season?
I think we played like a group that has never played together or individually. Other than Braylon Neely, there's no one on the roster that would go in and play extended minutes. Cumberland 1 game maybe in his career, X the second half of the Clemson game when Jalen got hurt, he had to play. But over and over again, and I think they believe in themselves, but they got to do it first. I mean, I can do it and doing it are 2 different things, and they've got, they believe they can, but now they got to go out and prove it. And this game was supposed to count, and we had to change the schedule. We had a scheduling issue, we had to change it, and we had to turn this game into an exhibition game. And I think that if we hadn't done that, we'd be 1-0, we'd be leading the nation in point margin, we would, and we'd be feeling good about ourselves. Instead, we got open with the number 15 ranked mid-major team in the country, or 14 or 15 or whatever they are, a veteran team with guys that have been 4-year starters. And I'm not sure we're ready for that. I'm really not. Thank God it's here. That'll give us maybe a chance. But you're jumping right into the fire, and that's unfortunate. That's going to happen. So the one thing that I will take away from the exhibition season as a positive is I thought that we really guarded in both games. And we limited until, you know, we had to go zone because Stan got hurt. And I didn't want to bring guys back in, and so we went to that 2-3 zone with those two guys had never played together before. And so it got really ugly there. I thought we really guarded. Really, really guarded. Now, have we guarded the level of team that we're going to play in those two exhibition games? No. But if we couldn't guard these guys, we surely weren't going to be able to guard at the next level. So now we're going to find out real fast if we can guard at the next level. But I was really pleased with us defensively. You know, for a long time, some of the fans around here have wished that we were a great defensive team. And, well, they may find out this year what being limited offensively looks like. We sure saw it at the end of last season when we had all the injuries. I mean, we gave up 44 points and lost in a game. I personally don't enjoy that kind of basketball, but for this team to be successful, I think it's going to go back to Kay Felder's sophomore year when we were winning games 58-57 and 65-64 and things like that. We went undefeated in the Horizon League at home, and I think of the 9 wins, or maybe there were only 8 home games that year, of the 8 wins, I think 2 weren't one-possession games. So I think if we're going to be successful, we're going to see a lot of that, and the only way we're going to win is getting stops.
Coach, I was going to ask you about that as well. I mean, it took them, I believe, almost 2 full minutes before they got a shot off. I mean, you guys looked like you had some defensive. No, I know, but I'm saying though, from an effort perspective,
Yeah,
I mean, you guys were turned up.
I mean, we had a couple guys who I was very upset with their effort. I think you probably could figure out who they were watching the game. And you know, we don't have expectations here. We have standards. And there's a standard you're going to play by, and there's a standard you're going to treat your uniform with, and there's a standard that you're going to carry yourself when you're an Oakland basketball player. And I can say that because I've been here 35 years. Not trying to create anything. It was created a long time ago. And the players that come in now have got to learn and play by the standards that the players before them, who hung a lot of banners in this place, even though none of them are hanging anymore, they're going to live by those standards. And if they're not, I'm going to look like a crazy idiot, which I did tonight. But, I mean, I told our players afterwards there were 1,854 people here, is that what, 56? And 1,850 of them left here thinking I'm crazy. But the 6 people that didn't were probably players that played for us that know what our expectations were and the standards that we live by.
Dan Waterstrat brought it up on the broadcast tonight. Yeah.
Exactly. That's who you are when you put Oakland on that uniform, and you don't rip that shirt off, and you don't that shirt's, to me, that shirt means more than you do, you know, and that I'm sure that quote's going to be used now, but what I mean by that is that shirt that says Oakland on it is this university, it's this program, it's the 100 and some players that have played for me that came before you. And you're just not going to do that. I don't care who you are, you're not going to do that.
Any comment on the ending sequence there, last 5 seconds? It seemed like you were very upset with some of the players.
We didn't see what one of our players did?
No, I did not.
He ripped his jersey off while he's on the floor playing. We don't do that here. All right? Now, it's not the first time he's been told that. My guess is he'll never do it again now. That's more important to me than people thinking I'm an idiot. A lot of people out there already think that, so.
Any other questions for Coach?
How about Trey Maddox? Why didn't he play in the first half?
None of the freshmen played in the first half.
Just because
I played the veterans in the first half, and I started the 4 freshmen in the second half, and the first half was the veterans, the second half were the freshmen.
Now, what did you think of his play in the second
I
half?
thought he was terrible. I think he's really talented. I think he's a kid that could be just a superstar here. I've said that maybe after the last game. But not playing at that level of intensity that he played with. He's not in high school anymore. He cannot float. He can't beat people just because he's better than them. And if he's going to play for Oakland, he's going to play hard, and he's going to play smart, and he didn't do that. And he would be the first one to come in here and sit down and agree with me. And what he learned is when he did that stuff in high school, they didn't take him out because they needed him on the floor. I don't need him on the floor. Now, do I need him playing at the top peak level and playing his tail off? Yes, I do. We do, because he can really help this team.
What 1 or 2 keys are you looking for versus Toledo to get the victory?
I don't want us to panic and not run offense. I want us to guard. Toledo is a team that has players that are a great fit for their team. They fit their coach. But they also have things they do really well and things they don't. And we have to take the things individually that they do really well away. And if we do that, that will give us a chance. I mean, honestly, they're 15th in the country and we're not. We're new playing our first game. So to sit here and say this is, well, we got to do this to win, no. We're worrying about Oakland and getting better. I think we can be a really good basketball team. We're nowhere near that right now. But I think we can become a really good basketball team. And the one thing that we can do is shoot it. And when you can shoot it, you can beat anybody. Anybody, when you can shoot it.
Any other questions?
All right, thanks. Sorry for keeping you waiting.